What's up, everybody? Scoob from Dirt Soldiers MX. Hey, I want to give you a video today where I teach you how to slay the whoops, how to kill these whoops, how to get through these whoops. Whoops are big and they're a big separator, and if you can hammer these whoops and you can kill these whoops, you can get through these whoops quick. You separate you from the other guy. I mean, that's what whoops are put in for. They are a separator, and if you can hammer them whoops, you're gonna pull away from your competition. You're gonna win more races. But there's a technique to this and how you do this, and that's what I want to show you today. And it's something maybe you don't even know about, because I see a lot of amateur riders just try to blast through these whoops and they don't really even know what they're doing. So I sat down with my boy the other day, was watching Supercross for the 100th time, which is totally awesome. And this commercial come on for the KXF 450F. And as I was watching this commercial, I thought, man, what a great commercial to teach you guys in my Dirt Soldiers MX Army on, or anybody, to teach anybody on. This commercial, it's a cool commercial to begin with, but it slows it down really slow, and it just shows the guy going through the whoops, and you can actually see how the technique is done to slay the whoops, to get through the whoops. So let's take a look at this, and I want to teach you something on this. Let's start it here for 1 second. Okay. Now let's look. Number one with the whoops is body position. Definitely in the standing attack center of balance position. He's approaching the whoops right now. He has not hit the first whoop. See how he's in the center of balance, straight up and down here, looking to where he wants to go. Finger on the brake, you can see it there. Finger on the clutch. I can't see his feet, but on the ball of your feet, knees tight. Okay, he's in the standing center of balance. Now you want to get your front wheel high in whoops. You want to keep the bike level across the top. You don't want the front dipping down in. Obviously, that's not going to be good at all. If the front dips down in whoops, it gets ugly real quick. You also don't want the back going down in either, but with your throttle giving it power to the back wheel, it's a lot harder for the back wheel to slide down in there. So the big one is you want to keep the front wheel out of from stabbing down into the whoop. So as you see here, we're going to watch this in a minute, but he's in this perfect, nice standing attack position, center of balance. As he enters the whoop, he's going to give it a little bit of gas. You're going to hear that. I want you to listen for that. You also watch his feet. I know it's going to be hard to watch everything. Well, I'll take it back a couple times, but he's in the standing attack position. He gives it a little bit of gas to get his front wheel up. Number two, because he's going off the face of a jump, he's on the arch of his foot. He goes to the balls of his feet. That's where you get the most control, from the balls of your feet. His knees stay tight, all this. But another thing that happens here is he goes back into a crouched down position. It's still center of balance, but he wants to weight the back of the bike more to keep the light end front. So he goes down into a crouched down center of balance position, because when you crouch down, your butt goes back more to the back and you weight the back more. I teach this in another video. I'm not going to get into it hard here. I just want you to look for it. And the last thing, the main thing with this is you want to stay level on top of these whoops. And how you do that is with a rowing motion. Gary Semix calls it a rowing motion. Gary helps us out here at Dirt Soldiers, and that's totally awesome, and I appreciate that. But it's a rowing motion into the rebound, the compression, and the rebound. See, what happens here is your bike is compressing and rebounding on these whoops, and it's happening really fast. Actually, when a guy goes, you see a pro rider go through the whoops, he skims them, and you can't even tell he's doing this. That's why I love this commercial. You can actually see how this works. And what you do is you row back in to the compression and rebound of the suspension. What would happen is, if you stayed in this position right here, see this position, center of balance, right here in the center of the bike, you're going to have a tendency to drop the front wheel a lot easier, because you're weighting more in the front. You need the weight in the back, and you need to row into the compression and rebound, because when this rebound comes back up, you do not want that popping up too high, because it's going to drop your front wheel. That'll keep the bike level. So let's watch this. Number one, watch how he crouches down. Number two, watch how his feet go to the balls of his feet. But the most important, watch how he rows into the compression rebound. It's very slight. You don't have to. This is not a big crazy movement. It's just very slight, but it's enough to keep the back from rebounding too high and dropping the front wheel and keeping and making you go over the bars and keeping the bike level. So let's watch it. Here we go. There's initial hit, back into the crouch right there. Balls of the feet. Now look at this. There's the row. See the row into it? Row into it. Boom. Compression, row into the rebound. Compression, row into the rebound. Compression, row into the rebound. Pushes you forward a little bit. Now watch when he goes fast. Can't even tell he's doing it. Okay, now that's what I wanted to show you. I see a lot of amateurs who hit these whoops and they don't know this technique. They just try to hammer through them. Well, there's a rowing technique. You got to row into the compression and rebound of that, or it's going to pop you up. Plus, you need to get back on the back of the seat, and you do that. Look at this right here. Perfect example. Remember that where I showed you before? He's right in the center of balance. Now look at him here. He's hit the first whoop. Okay. Look where he's at. He's in that crouched down position where it weights the more of the back to keep the light end front so it don't stab down. Use your throttle, nice throttle control to keep the back on top also. And you don't want the rebound dipping the front down. You want to keep the bike level. Let's watch it again. And watch this slow, slight rowing action. That's why I love his commercial. It really shows us. Let's watch. It goes. See that row? Boom. Boom. There it is. Boom. 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 There's a big one. Boom. Boom. You row into that. You don't want this coming up to dip this front wheel down in. Now watch when he goes fast. You can't even tell he's doing it. All right, man. That's my tip for today. That's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helps you. Get out there and practice it. Get out there. Find yourself a nice set of little tiny whoops and slow it down. You need this to become a reflex reaction, and you need to make mental notes of it and adjustments. So you slow it down and you start to play with this. And you start to play with this, rowing back into it. You might mess it up. If you've never done this, you don't know what's going on, you're probably going to mess it up. Keep doing it over and over and over. You'll make mental notes, mental adjustments, and you'll start to build it up, and you'll get quicker. It won't take long. I'm telling you. You think this is going to within a day, you'll be hammering these whoops, guaranteed. You'll make the mental notes and the mental adjustments, and you'll feel that row action and how it works, the timing and the rhythm of it, and you'll get it down to a T. That's what it comes down to, whoops. Body position, standing attack, and that crouch down, weight in the back, more timing and rhythm. And you need to slow it down and practice that, and you'll get it. Next thing you know, you'll be slaying them whoops, and that's the separator in a race. Whoops are big, man. If you can nail the whoops, you're making a second on a guy. If you're in a 5-lap race, that's 5 seconds you beat him by. So get out there, slow it down, practice, and I hope this really helped you. Check out the link below for another video. I'm going to let you know about a program I started at the Motocross Training Academy, where I teach you all about master the 5 controls and center of balance. This is where everything in motocross stems from. Everything in motocross is done with the master of the 5 controls and the center of balance. Check out the link below, the Motocross Training Academy. Talk to you soon.